My name's Jose Luis Sanchez, United States Marine Corps veteran, veteran of Iraq and Afghanistan. Now I am the CEO and founder of Rise Above Hardship, veteran operated, community driven, integrating veterans with the community and community with the veterans to reignite that fire, that sense of purpose and thriving within the community. Going to Iraq, Ramadi, it completely changed for me. Going in there, hitting the ground running, getting even to the CP, we were engaged under small arms fire. So right off the back, we know, oh shit is real, and being there, and transitioning and understanding the AO, it was a fucking like the Wild West there. There was IEDs, SVBIDs, small arms fire, mortars, shit was popping off every fucking day, man. And people were dying pretty much every day, like no shit. And what really clicked with me is like one day I was talking with a Marine. He was gonna go out on mission, and the next day he didn't come back. He died. And that's when I needed to tell myself, like, this is not a game, man. What I do reflects on the lives of my brothers to the left and the right of me. So I had to fucking step up as a leader. I had to step up as an individual, put all that bullshit aside and grow the fuck up, because this was fucking war and what I did mattered. So, now I'm in Afghanistan, a couple years after Iraq, about 2 weeks from coming home, on a routine patrol. We're working on slide alongside the ANA, Afghan National Army, and the British Marines. At that day, the ANA didn't want to go out because they were afraid. They knew there were potential attacks, potential IED threats out in the AO. But nonetheless, we had to lead by example. So myself and another officer, a Marine, a JTAC, went out on patrol with a group of British soldiers that day. We're going out there, head on a swivel, securing the area, securing a compound. We heard voice chatter about, hey, Americans are coming, get ready. So we were ready on high alert. I stood fast on the squad that I was with. First squad picked up, went to secure the compound. Once it was secured, they waved me in. I'm walking, looking left and the right. I'm just waiting for something to happen, to pop off. And as I'm walking, I'm looking right, looking left, head on a swivel. I looked up to my captain, and as soon as I looked up, fucking boom, like some motherfucking linebacker just blindsided me out of nowhere. I wasn't sure what was happening. It felt like, exactly that, a fucking fullback coming out of nowhere and hitting me and blindsiding me. There was ringing in my ears. It was fucking dust all over. I was confused. I wasn't sure what was going on, but I knew that we were under attack. Smoke was everywhere. The smoke was settling. I picked up my M4. I know we were under attack. I was assisting the situation. I was waiting for a follow-up attack. I was searching for PID. I was just waiting for a re-engagement. I was thinking about daisy chain IEDs, sniper fire. So all these things were going into my head, and the biggest thing was positive identification before going off. And the dust settled, and I'm looking to the left and to the right, and I didn't see anything. Nothing was happening. I didn't even see the guys. I didn't even see the British. I didn't see my captain. I didn't know what the fuck was happening. And then for a while, everything was calm. Everything was calm. Everything was settled. I looked down at my legs, and they're just fucking covered with blood. I was like, fuck, I stepped on an IED. I just felt very, very disappointed. Like I felt like a failure. I felt like, fuck, you know what I mean? I was like, damn, but I tried to move my right leg. I was able to move my right leg. I was like, I was still optimistic. Yeah, I was like, hey, I can still, move my right leg. My left leg, I couldn't move it at all. I was just like, fuck. But I was thinking maybe, hey, man, we use some fucking prosthetics nowadays and shit like that. And then another thing, I checked my piece if it was still there, and I was like, fuck yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, I still have my man shit, yeah. So that was reassuring. Like, it was the craziest shit you ever think of. But then it all changed over. And then I was just thinking about what was happening. I was replaying the event. I was going back. What if I would have went left? What if I would have went right? How could I avoid it? So I was replaying in my mind. And then I was like, fuck, I didn't train hard enough. I wasn't able to do what I was supposed to do as a Marine. I felt like I let my Marines down. I felt like a failure. I felt like I let everyone down. And I ultimately, like, that was what I felt as a failure. And at one point in moment, I felt my body burning. I just started feeling that burning sensation from the legs up. And I was just like, fuck, man. And I was telling myself, like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, fuck this place, man. And I just wanted to go home. I just wanted it to fucking end. I didn't want to be there anymore. I just wanted to be in peace. I just wanted to go home. And they say about the PPE, hey, leave that shit on, because you don't want to come around with the sniper fire and take you out. And I knew that, man. And I was just like, fuck that, dude. I just want to die in peace. At that moment when everything started, I started feeling that pain. I wanted to die in peace, and I knew the repercussions of taking my PPE off, but I did it because I wanted it to end. I took off my Kevlar, and once I took my Kevlar off, I was just ready to end it, man. And I knew it, and I did it. But the thing that happened was, it fucking never came. Death never came, and I was there. And I was like, what the fuck? I guess that's not gonna happen to me just today. So I got my fucking tourniquet out, and I started to put it over my leg. And that's when the guys came in, the British came in, and they were like, hey mate, you all right? You doing all right? And I was like, yeah man, I'm good. And then I think they popped me with some morphine. And then, all right, we're gonna get you out of here. One of the guys picked me up from my arms. The other guy picked me up from my legs. As soon as he did that, he picked me up, and then my leg just detached from my body. I was like, fuck, I was like, motherfucker. And I was like, hey man, just put me down and get me a litter. So it's like a stretcher, yeah? Just give me a litter, give me a stretcher, put me on that thing. They went to go get it. They put me on the stretcher, and I was like, hey man, give me my leg, grab my leg for me, man, because I'm gonna take this motherfucker with me. It's my fucking leg. I had that for 20 plus years, so I had it with me on the side, on the stretcher. And we're rolling out. The train's all fucking crazy. The guys are, spazzing them out. I feel bad for them. You're the young guys, man. And they're trying to navigate the terrain, and we fall down. I fall down. My fucking leg rolls over the fucking stretcher. I was like, no, my fucking leg. And get my fucking leg. And the guys are like, no, man, we gotta get you out of here. We gotta get you out, because they're very concerned and medevac me. But they put me up in the up armor, and they extracted me. My leg stayed there, but that was when we had the transition of me getting back home to San Antonio, Texas.